All right, so for our Fauvism painting, what you're gonna do is print out a landscape. So you have to be able to see the foreground and middle ground and background in it. It can be a place you've been, it can be a place you wanna go, it can be one you just find online. But you're gonna print a picture, or you could even do this at home without printing it. But you're essentially going to quickly transfer the photo and do a very, very crude drawing of it. So you're not including major details. And I'm just gonna go through here and getting that ground line on there, and even these little hedges that are right here, I'm not gonna worry about those. I'm gonna do just the major shapes in this photo, which are essentially for me, this giant rock. This is called Uluru. It's in Australia, and I've actually been there. It's pretty cool. So quick drawing, and hopefully you can see that. I'll make it a little bit darker on my copy just so you can see it in the video, so hopefully it shows up a little better, but you'll want to do this pretty lightly. Okay, and the next thing I'm doing, those tools that I gave you, you're picking one or more of them that you really enjoyed working with so that you can turn this into a Fauvism painting. So remember, you do not need to have realistic colors. So I can tell my rock is kind of reddish orange, so I think what I'll do, I'll take this bright orange, and in real life it's pretty brown. And I really liked working with the palette knife. I just find it really fun and kind of soothing. And yes, my shadows on that are kind of a black or a really, really dark brown, but I am going to make mine pink. I'm exaggerating the colors a little bit more, filling this in. I really like those scrapes that I'm getting from it, and I don't mind that some yellow just got on there because it adds an interesting texture. All right, so I'm not gonna paint the whole rock. I wanna move on. So you can wash it or not, but since I'm gonna be moving on to the details, I'm just going to add those shadows in with that nice bright pink. Maybe a few more of these for smaller lines. I might even take a pencil like this, since I've got some finer details, and draw them on there. You can do this with color pencils if you've got them as well. The crayons are a really great way to do this too, because you'll get the color of the crayons. I can even take the tip of my knife, because we talked about in that first exercise using the tools in multiple ways. And I'm gonna move on to my sky. There's just one quick thing that I wanna show you. I'm gonna step out of camera for a second as I wash my palette knife. So you're more than welcome to do the sky a blue, but it could even be a red, because that's what Fauvis did. They made colors absolutely insane and non-realistic. Let's say, I think I'm gonna do it green, because that gives me some nice contrast to my orange. I do not wanna pick just one color for my sky, because when it dries, it's gonna be a really flat green, and your painting won't have much dimension at all to it, and it will look very boring. It will look just unexciting, very flat. So what you do to combat that is you find a color next to it on the color wheel. So green is next to either yellow or blue. So I'm gonna pick yellow.